Hey, pastors and ministry leaders, in this sketch, I want to talk about marriage handoffs. Here's the idea. Ministry leaders like you can use what we call handoffs for catalyzing marriage mentoring in your culture. In this way, everyone in your church or ministry can really have a shepherd to help them and walk with them, right? And so there are 4 steps here. I want to kind of map these out so that you can see them. We're going to actually start with step number 2. A couple needs help, right? Maybe this is pre-marriage, maybe this is a marriage crisis or whatever, but a couple reaches out to you, or you recognize that a couple needs help in your church or in your ministry. And this happens all the time, of course. And for you then, the question is, how are you going to help them? Because you probably can overwhelm yourself if you don't do it strategically with handoffs. So let's take a look at the 3rd step. Step number 3 then is you step in to mentor. Now, make sure that you articulate that this is not counseling. Now, again, the problem is if you do all of this, or if you do this, sort of indefinitely, then you'll never be able to truly help everyone. So that's why we need to back up to step 1 at the very beginning of this whole process. If you can train some marriage mentors, and the training tools are right there at pursuegod.org/mentor. But if you can train them sort of preemptively to be ready, sort of be in your pipeline, so that when these requests come in, yes, you can step in as a pastor or ministry leader and do some of the job, but you know that you're not going to do all of the job, because what will happen here then is you're carrying this through, and all along you had this handoff strategy in mind. So back to step 3, you only have to mentor them for a few weeks. And you can articulate that from the beginning. This is what I do with a couple. If they're in crisis mode, I don't just automatically hand them off. They're coming to me because I'm a pastor. So I'll meet with them for a few weeks, but I make sure to articulate, listen, here's how it works. I'll meet with you for a few weeks, and I want to help you, and I want to love you, and I want to walk with you, and I want to give you my wisdom. But from the very beginning, I let them know that I've got a marriage mentor in mind that I'm going to connect them with after a few weeks with me. And this is what the handoff is. So see, if you think through this from the beginning, you can start thinking about this right now. You can go back to step number 1, start training marriage mentors now, so that when a couple needs help, you can do a little bit of mentoring, but then you can hand them off. And that is step 4. So you make the handoff. And so the mentoring couple that you trained in step 1 takes the ball, and they continue to meet with them one topic at a time. Again, you've equipped them, you've trained them, you've given them tools. There's so many tools on that marriage page at pursuegod.org. So they've got all the tools that they need to mentor a couple one topic at a time. And your role then, pastorally, organizationally, your role is to follow up. Now, you can follow up with that marriage mentoring couple, make sure they feel supported, make sure that you answer questions that they have. The follow-up phone call might only be 5 or 10 minutes, but your role now is you are sort of a catalyst. You are a trigger because you knew how to make this handoff. But don't try to make a handoff if you don't have trained mentors who know how to use the tools. But when you do have that strategy in mind, you can reach so many more people by creating a discipleship culture in your church using marriage handoffs.